All right. Welcome in, everybody. It is Phil Nagy. It is Kit Nagy. It is Nagy on Sports, and it is the AFC Championship. It's time for Bengals. It's time for Chiefs, and it's time to find out who is going to play in the Super Bowl. Again, if you watched our sim last night, the Eagles got it done over the Niners. So if that is the case, we'll see who meets them here today. Kit, how are we doing tonight?
Doing well. Excited for this one. Obviously a big AFC championship here against the two arguably best offenses in the league, and they certainly have been showing their firepower, both of these teams. The question mark for for Mahomes and these Chiefs is the defense side, and then on the Bengals side is that O-line protecting Joe Burrow. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in this one, as the fireworks should come out early and often.
Absolutely. Welcome in, Mitchell. Welcome in, Wendell. Welcome in, James. And hey, Brian, welcome in. Greetings from Kansas. We're just looking up the weather. Looks like it's going to be awfully cold there for this one. All right, out onto the field. Here he is, Patrick Mahomes. Again, no way to replicate a high ankle sprain, but he'll have the best of the medical technology and/or shots or whatever you can give a guy to get him to get out the game, because they will need him to be at as close to 100% as possible.
Absolutely.
All right, he is going to start in a shotgun with a bunch of receivers to the right side. He'll be back to pass. Quick little throw over the middle into traffic. I saw 3 Bengals and 1 Kadarius Toney, and that's going to go incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. He'll fire over the middle. This time it's caught. First down catch. That's Juju Smith-Schuster. And the first down of the game goes to the Chiefs. A little skinny post there.
Yep, had multiple guys on that look that he potentially could have chosen from, but the one in trail is who he went to, and it worked out for him.
Indeed. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Here's Jerick McKinnon now on a handoff from a shotgun, and he'll get maybe a couple of yards. I'll give him 3, more than I maybe thought that he did earn. Man, I'm not going to nerf guys, Wendell. We've tried to be pretty good about artificially boosting and unboosting people. Pitch it to the right side, Pacheco, and he's going to go nowhere, as Trey Hendrickson absolutely was right there to blow him up for a big TFL.
Yeah, that's how you play some edge contain here. Look at him bust his way out of 2 blocks, get to the outside to prevent the running back from getting outside of him, and that worked out great for him, as he's able to come away with a TFL.
3rd and 12 now. Mahomes out of a shotgun again. Standing in the pocket now. He'll move to the right. Gets a nice little pickup. I don't know why he needed to get rid of it. I guess maybe he didn't realize that Wiley picked that blocker back up.
Yeah.
Throws it away, though, so Tommy Townsend in to punt it. First drive is a win for the Bengals. Over his head and out of the back of the end zone for Townsend. So here he is onto the field now. Joseph football, as they say. On the local radio station today, they were calling the game's not going to be at Arrowhead, it's going to be at Burrowhead Stadium, because of the way that Burrow has owned the Chiefs the last couple games.
Oh my. Yeah, I mean, they certainly seem to have been one of the few teams out there that just consistently seems to have the Chiefs number, as the
much like the Browns have had the Bengals number.
Right, exactly, and sometimes it's just about a matchup. They match up well as the ball's out on this one.
And it'll be picked up by Jackson Carman. Luckily, looked like it could have been incomplete. It definitely looked like he was throwing it over the top, but Chris Jones was right in his grill. Let's see if we get a replay on this one. Hard to tell exactly what had happened. Looks like maybe he tries to throw it, but does hold on, and then the back of Chris Jones knocks that ball out.
Yeah, unfortunate to hold on to it as long as he did, because then that forced the fumble after the fact, because as he retained control, that meant it was no longer a pass. Interesting.
And that second-year left tackle, again playing for the injured Jonah Williams, Jackson Carman, able to fall on it. And that sets up a 3rd and 6 there. Nice recovery, 14 yards to chase. That's Jackson Carman, Wendell, big offensive line. Actually a guard, but playing tackle because of their injuries. And incomplete and knocked away. Reed got over there from his safety position. And so the Bengals will have to punt now. That's the kid, Jackson Carmen. I think he went to Springboro High School, which is down outside of Cincinnati, and he spurned the Buckeyes to go to Clemson, and there was a lot of local fans who were upset with him. But now he's back in Cincinnati, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 now. Both teams punting on their first drives. Sidearm heave across the middle. That's Kelsey, and that's 8 yards from All-Pro to All-Pro.
Yeah, speaking of Kelsey, saw a story just a few minutes ago talking about how the Kelsey parents have decided to break up these playoffs with both of their sons on different teams playing in these playoffs. So they're actually going to see the other Kelsey brother play in the NFC Championship game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they actually went to go see the Chiefs play the Jaguars, and were not able to see the Eagles play in the previous round, so they chose their other son.
Interesting. Screen left side. That's McKinnon, and it'll be blown up. Although he did kind of break a tackle and maybe got a couple of yards. Good play by B.J. Hill, the slightly more slender defensive tackle, but quick feet to get out there. Mahomes now back to pass. Now he'll fire right side. Got a little heat on it. Got his man Kelsey, and he just barely steps out of bounds. Otherwise, he might still be running. Eli Apple was over there in coverage. And Travis Kelce's got a first down for his Chiefs. Yeah, that's funny. Yep, that's the very same Springboro, James. Although I'm not sure if they're quite as good now. And Fairborn might be a little bit better. They've had a little bit of resurgence. You're getting a brand new high school built for you right now, actually. Just off 675, an exit up from the current one. 1st and goal now inside. There's Kelsey again. He is such a dominant player. It's funny, I saw a story with him and his brother both in like Bernie Kosar like Halloween costumes with like the helmet and the same one that I had, which is pretty funny. Like they were such big Browns fans.
Oh yeah, still is.
Shame we can't find a way to get either of them
that's
there.
Right.
Now, Kelsey's getting a little older, maybe like an end of his career kind of thing. Who knows?
Right, but apparently both still very much Browns fans, but except for when they have to play them, I guess. Here's
a 3rd and goal now. Mahomes. He'll fire left side back of the end zone. Coming back. Touchdown, Smith-Schuster. And the Chiefs strike first. Nice little comeback route in the end zone for Juju. 6-0 with a kick pending. What is he doing?
I don't know what that was.
What was that touchdown celebration?
I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. It was pretty old, James. All right, almost blocked there.
Nearly blocked.
Butker able to put that one through. So 9 plays, 66 yards, and Mahomes was a perfect 6 for 6 on that drive. Also a big first down pickup on the ground from Isaiah Pacheco. Again, that rookie who's really been a nice spark for them, especially with the Edwards-Helaire injuries.
I was going to say with the recent punt return touchdown, you almost feel like something like that, a blocked PAT or something wild that might be in the works. Kind of seen a little bit of flashes of some of those odd things.
Yes, we have. Here's Burrow, short throw to Hayden Hurst, who I did hear is off the injury report, so he will play in this game. He'll pick up 6, just the 2nd completion. For Burrow, he's back to pass again. Shotgun, short little throw over the middle. He's got the first down and a big shot taken, but able to hold on. And I didn't catch the number on that. May have been T. Higgins coming across the middle on that skinny little drag. And it was T. Higgins. I saw another article, a Dog Pound Daily on one of the blogs had done like a mock draft, and he's like, and the 2 free agents that I pick up before this mock draft, and he said Jesse Bates and Fletcher Cox. I was like, oh no, real people are manifesting that for the Browns. I was saying the Eagles might not, I didn't realize he's a free agent. He might be a free agent. Eagles aren't going to be able to necessarily keep paying him. He is getting a little bit older, and they're like, he'd be such a great piece for the Browns. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, Fletcher Cox. We had it 2 years ago.
That's right.
He'll be a dominant player for the Browns. In fact, that was when we won. It was in 23, right?
That's right,
with those guys. So that would be, how prophetic would that be?
Yeah, the OG demo dogs, right?
That's right. Burrow goes deep on a 2nd and 2, which is the shot that you want to take. Now here's trips to the right side. They're going to go ahead and run it with Mixon right side. Nice play to the 45. Good run for Joe Mixon, his first carry of the game, and he gets him 12. And now the Bengals are into Chief territory. Yeah, James, I'm sure just about every fan base would love to have Jesse Bates. He may not be, if not the best, he's certainly one of like the top 3 free safeties in the league.
Yep.
And again, the Bengals are probably not going to be able to pay him. Up the middle. Mixon again for 2. Back to pass, Burrow. Mixon stays in the block, and oh no, and the tight end hadn't turned around yet.
Oh, no.
That's Wilcox, the backup tight end who hadn't turned around yet, and Nick Bolton, the second-year linebacker, snags that one away from Joe. Look at him, he hadn't even finished turning around yet at Wilcox. Ugh. Dagger for the Bengals here early.
Well, it also hurts that Burrow put it on the wrong side of him. To the defender side of the play, he was actually breaking to the other side, and if he puts it on the other shoulder, he probably sees it sooner, and you don't have the chance of the interception, which you saw there.
Fling it over the middle, and a first down again. Guess who? 87 on the other end. Kelsey already 4 catches for 62 yards here. Still in the first quarter, just under 4 minutes to play. The late handoff again. Here comes Pacheco. He's got the first down. First down to the 31. So stacking first down now and some momentum pinning all the way over to that right side here for Kansas City. Again, coming off of that drive where Burrow threw the interception. Throw to the right side, caught falling to the ground is Kadarius Toney. And came over in that mid-season trade from the New York Giants. And there's Smith-Schuster again, continuing to stack first downs here.
Yep, and notice the tempo ops here for the Chiefs, just trying to keep things rolling as they're seeing some success and kind of hurrying up here to keep the Bengals defense on their heels.
Good point. 2:20 to go now. Shotgun. Creed Humphrey snaps it back over the middle, and it gives it right back. It's Eli Apple on the other end of it. It was just a little bit behind Smith-Schuster, and now we've got an interception both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Did the exact same thing Joe Burrow had just done, putting it behind his receiver where it should have been, and that ended up going to the defender's favor as Apple was able to come away with a nice pick, and Juju didn't have a chance on the ball.
He sure did. So 1 turnover apiece now. That takes a big chunk out of Kansas City's momentum. Let's see if the Bengals can continue to do so. Here's a nice little throw over the middle, caught. Tyler Boyd's first touch of the day, and he's got 17 and a first down for the Bengals. Yeah, that'd be fun. We'd like to have CJ down there for you in Carolina, James. They'll try the left side.
Yeah, so they
hired Frank Reich,
Frank Reich, which I think is a good move in terms of coaching for that franchise.
Left side chase, broken tackle, 10-5, touchdown Bengals. And man, they can strike quickly into the end zone for Jamar Chase. Doing a little like gritty plus a shovel or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. Broken tackle, it almost stepped out of bounds. Touchdown Bengals.
Yeah, but that's what Chase gives you is Jamar just makes a sweet route, able to put it on him. That the connection we talked about, that connection between Burrow and Chase has been absolutely electric. We see it right there. But then beyond the actual catch, Chase just able to make shedding that tackle, keeping himself in bounds, and able to score a touchdown. Just an absolute masterpiece there, as you see him working his way down the sideline.
Indeed. All right, 7:7 here, under a minute to go. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Appreciate you being on with us here today. Actually picked up a few more subscribers today as well, as we are barreling down on 900, which is awesome. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stretch it to the right side now. Pacheco with a nice little cut. He'll pick up 9. And that's going to be a 2nd and inches coming up. Shotgun snap, delayed handoff, and now left side caught and tackled immediately, but a first down again, and that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling, first catch for him in the game. MVS, excuse me, second catch. I missed the first one apparently at some point. And that's how the first quarter will come to a close. Just like we started here, even Steven, 7-7 here at Arrowhead. Flipping the field and getting back after it. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Here's Mahomes, he's back to pass. He'll throw quickly short and left side to Tony. Tony tries to break the tackle, and there's that rookie again, Cam Taylor-Britt, who's played very nicely again after the injury to Chidobe Awuzie.
Yeah, really nicely indeed, and just really textbook tackling right there. Just, you know, all by himself out there on an island, but unafraid and to task.
2nd and 5. Mahomes deep right side. He's got a man with a step. Touchdown. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, no.
I counted all of those chickens before they hatched as Valdez-Scantling would have walked into the end zone.
Oh, it was right in the
Instead,
breadbasket, too. It was right there.
Oh, my goodness. And now great defensive play. How about Logan Wilson getting in there, knocking it away, and now the Chiefs are punting. Oh, man.
Wow.
Let's remember those lost 7 points right there.
Yeah, that was a surefire touchdown. No doubt he is in if he comes away with that catch. I don't know if he was thinking about his victory celebration or what, but
I'm not sure.
He certainly had the perfect pass from Mahomes. It was right in stride in the breadbasket. All he had to do was secure the catch, which, you know, could not have been rated an easier catch in the NFL, and unfortunately unable to come away with it and losing out on a surefire touchdown.
1st and 10, firing nice little seam, and he caught him in the middle of a zone. Tyler Boyd with a big chunk play to get him out of the shadow of their end zone, and a first down Bengals at the 32.
What a laser from Burrow to put it on him too. That was a sweet throw.
Worst drop ever, says Jan.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Burrow now is in the zone. Flip it to the right side, and I think he may have gotten hit late. We see that penalty most often. And it is going to be a roughing the passer here. So give him a free 15. That's the rookie George Karlaftis out of Purdue, and now the Bengals into Chief territory. Throw it over the middle, caught by Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, that's what we saw, Brian. Sounds like it may even go down to about like 14 degrees during the game, so it sounds like it's going to be awfully cold.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of control over the weather, but it did. I could have had the opportunity to make it a blizzard, but it doesn't sound like you're going to get a blizzard over there. It's just cold, and I don't have the ability to control that level of it. So we opted for no blizzard at least, because we've seen some crazy blizzard games.
Oh, yeah.
Here in the sim. 1st and 10 now, driving down the field slowly and steadily, churning away, gathering some momentum as well. Burrow back to pass, still sitting up screen left side. He'll throw it quickly, gets destroyed, but gets off to Mixon. Tries to break a tackle, and he'll get up to the 25 and a yard short of the line to gain. 2nd and 1, give it up to middle Mixon, who's got the first down to the right side. Didn't get a lot, but he got enough. Juan Thornhill, another potential free agent, making the tackle. Another free agent that we know Kit would like to have if Bates is not there or if too expensive. Probably can get Thornhill for less than Bates. Fired over the middle, caught by Boyd again. He'll kind of get ripped down awkwardly by the rookie Trent McDuffie, but still picks up 8 yards, and they're inside the 20 now, inside the 15 rather. Switches the play, brings all 3 receivers to the right side. Back to pass now. He'll fire over the middle, a little angle route. Mixon, he takes a big shot from Bolton. Holds on to the football. And right here, look at that. Takes a big shot. He's able to hold on. Now a 1st and goal for the Bengals. .950 and counting, first half. Burrow over the middle, caught, touchdown. It's Boyd. Tyler Boyd and the Bengals with 14 unanswered points now.
Yeah, beautiful little throw here. It looked like it was off target, but this is intentional because the way it's just behind Boyd into the kind of the meat of that window, because you had Bolton kind of framing him on the other side. If he puts it on the momentum side of his receiver where you normally would, it takes him right into the contact, potentially leads to either an interception or at least a PBU.
Kick is up from McPherson, and it is good. McPherson turned into a superstar kicker, apparently, over the course of the season. I think only Tucker is the only one that has that as well. All right, 14-7. Let's see what Mahomes can do now. Still some wind coming from that direction, clearly, as that one goes out of the back of the end zone. 2:03 to 150 in total offense, still just minutes into the second quarter. I think that's pretty much what we expected here so far. Again, each quarterback has thrown one interception. Fake the pop pass and then give it to Pacheco. He's got all kinds of green grass to the right side. Big 14-yard gain. Isaiah Pacheco to the 39 and a first down, Chiefs. Like that play.
Yeah, that was fun.
Steal that one for the Browns playbook.
Yeah. Just plug that one right in.
Assuming you can, get around that outside contain. There was nobody over there.
Yep.
Kelsey checking in as well as Noah Gray on that right side. Little double tight end. They'll boot and go away from it. Now he'll throw short to that tight end. And that's Gray for just a couple. Give him 3. Second-year tight end at a Duke, Noah Gray, I believe. They'll fake it again, and this time that pursuit, although Pacheco throws him off like a rag doll, they're still able to pick up the TFL, but Hilton was way in there fast. And Pacheco did a nice job to throw him away as they tried to go to that well one too many times, I guess. Same play we saw earlier.
Yep. But, sometimes that does speak to the fact that, even just holding up a guy in the backfield can be enough to allow the rest of the defense to get there on their pursuit, which just holding him up there for that momentary delay is enough.
Absolutely. Fired left side. He's got Tony in front of Hilton. First down, Chiefs now, and they're into Bengal territory here with just under 8 to go in the first half. Good drive again here. Mahomes in a shotgun, trips to the right side, Kelsey on the left. Back to pass. Firing it deep over the middle. Oh, caught in traffic. I'm not sure how he held on. Smith-Schuster again, and a first down, Chiefs. Wow, what a catch. Look at this one again. If they give us a good angle at it, that was just really nicely thrown. There was a lot of traffic out there.
Yeah, and credit Smith-Schuster with really kind of shielding the ball with his body on the reception away from the defender to be able to come up with that catch. Nicely done.
Here's some play action now. Mahomes back to pass. He's shuffling, firing with some heat. Left side, caught, touchdown! Smith-Schuster's in again, his second of the half, and this drive ends in the end zone. And we are a kick away from tying it back up.
And yet another inexplicable touchdown celebration.
Yeah, it's like they did like a big update with really bad touchdown celebrations. Wendell, they got into the end zone that time. That one ended in the right spot. So 14-14, kicking it off here, just under 7 to go. So a quick drive as well. Bengals ready to return serve here, as it were. Like a tennis match, each team holding serve, waiting to break the other. Burrow with the venerable Brandon Allen talking to him on the sideline. 203 to 224 here, total yardage. Got the sweep too. Tyler Boyd, he'll do a little cut into the ground past the 30. Hey, Daniel, welcome in. Yeah, maybe. He's had a good game to start here. He's probably not that expensive in terms of the receivers for tomorrow either.
Kind of surprised by that choice to cut it upfield where he did. I thought he had a better shot bouncing it further to the outside, but interesting choice.
Dump off to Mixon for a first down. I think they roughed Burrow again.
They did.
Sure did. There it is. I give him 15 more, and that'll get him into Chief territory now. 6 minutes to go on the clock. Burrow again, give it up the middle, Mixon, big hole, 45 to the 35 rather, and up to the 30. First down, Bengals, as he's had just 5 carries, but big Big carries.
Yeah, that one in particular, finally, throwing to set up the run, obviously, is the formula that they're using with only 5. You almost feel like you need to rely a little bit more on that run game because, you run the risk that they can shut that pass. I mean, obviously, if it's working, it's working. But, if they start to shut the pass game down because they haven't been running the ball, it's hard to get going again.
Indeed. Pressure up the middle, and Burrow's just going to eat it. There's Chris Jones again, his second of the day. Remember, he had that opening drive fumble, strip sack that the Bengals were able to recover, but he comes right up the middle. Look at poor backup right guard Max Sharping just sitting there on his keister as Jones absolutely blew him up. Brian, I'm not going to pretend to know a ton about the Chiefs in terms of their roster makeup and where dudes are in their contracts and their cap situation, but I'm assuming because of the big money that they've given to guys like Chris Jones, he's going to get home again, Frank Clark rather, and that'll be back-to-back sacks, and credit the Chiefs defense there with slowing the Bengals down here and forcing a punt. So, they're going to kick a 64-yarder.
Wow.
Oh my, this is the wind-aided side. McPherson gives it all he's got. It's up. It's good. He drilled it from 64.
Wow.
Oh my.
What a kick.
Well, that was going to be good from 68.
It was.
Again, a lot of wind coming from that direction, but what a kick indeed. Sheesh.
Yeah, well, that was putting some faith in your kicker right there. But
yeah,
he delivers.
It sure was.
He delivers.
Especially because the miss gives him the football right there.
Right, yeah, that would have been easy pickings for these Chiefs to go the other way and score an easy touchdown. But instead, they take a 3-point lead and give the ball back on the 25 to the Chiefs. That's a big turn of events.
It was like every Browns fan every game, like, let Cade kick it from 64. He can do it. McPherson actually did it. 2nd and 7 now for the Chiefs. Let's see if they can answer. Was the right side into traffic. Tipped and picked. He tipped it to himself. What a play there. Is it Apple again? It is. Eli Apple absolutely balling with a great play.
Yeah, just never gave up on this. Just a beautiful play here from Apple as he's able to get his hand on it, realize it's still up there, and then goes after his own tip. Makes a great interception. What
That's
a play. Awesome. Just an individual effort, an outstanding individual effort from Eli Apple.
Yeah, that was awesome. An awesome play. To the right side, Mixon. Second and 4. Burrow gives it up again. The middle of Mixon. He spins out of the bear hug of Chris Jones and gets a first down. Whew.
Wow. And yeah, that felt kind of like a tipping point in this game, going from that 64-yard field goal completion, being good, although we're going to get a sack on this play. But that field goal, obviously, that's a bit of a risk they take. They get their intended outcome and then immediately right into a pick and getting the ball back here in, just a great opportunity if you're the Bengals to really put some spice into this game for your old momentum meter.
The old momentum meter. Second and 15 here as we reached the 2-minute warning. Wendell, I feel like you got to put Phil Dawson on that list. I know that you go back a little farther than we do, but I mean, he's not in the Hall of Fame like Groza is, but Groza also played offensive line.
That's
so
right.
I think that's a little bit different. Can you imagine now if a kicker or if the offensive line was also the kicker?
It's a wild to think about, but
that would be awesome. 3rd and inches now for Burrow, firing it over the middle. Caught third level rather to Tyler Boyd, and a first down inside the 15. Boyd's been the go-to guy this first half. Jackson Carman doing just enough on Frank Clark there. Again, he's a left guard, backup left guard, playing starting left tackle in the AFC Championship. Back to pass again, Burrow. Flag, I think maybe we'll get some holding. Back of the end zone. Hurst tried to get it, fighting with Bolton for the ball. And the referee will signal holding on the Cincinnati Bengals, that's the rookie left guard Cordell Volson, one of the only 2 remaining starters from the opening day offensive line. He and center Ted Karras. Back to pass, firing right side, short throw again. It's Boyd, and he'll pick up 8 of those yards, and then the Bengals will opt to take their first timeout here. 17-14. Burrow back to pass. Just a 4-man rush, but it's a blitz, and he's going to take a sack. He's got to throw that one away. The dreaded red zone sack pushes him back past the 20. And now it's a 3rd and long, and they actually opted to call timeout again, did the Bengals, not the Chiefs. Burrow back to pass, firing right side. Caught it down to the 1, to the 2, and they're going to give him the first down.
Wow.
Wow. T. Higgins on a 3rd and 23 converts it by an inch.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of field left that allowed you to get a first down that wasn't actually a touchdown, but they did it just right there, especially on a 3rd and 23. That was wild.
Yeah, that is wild for sure. And Mixon's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. They extend their lead now. A chance to go up 10, and a beautiful use of the clock here by Zach Taylor. Not easy to do in Madden.
No, but that absolutely was a beauty. And speaking of the old momentum meter, I feel like the little bit of that cayenne pepper was added just now.
24-14. As Burton goes over there to talk to Mahomes about something. Hey, Sean, welcome in, and go Browns. Kick taken by Pacheco, and he'll take a knee. 24-14 is the score with 15 seconds. Looks like they're in a running formation. Bengals do get the second half kick as well, so an opportunity for a double dip is firmly in their hands. And that is how we will go to the dressing room here. 24-14 for Joe Burrow and his Bengals. As both offenses have been dynamic, both quarterbacks have thrown a singular interception. And there is the Lombardi, just 1 game away now for both of these teams. And again, we saw the Philadelphia beat the 76ers, the 49ers, the Philadelphia 76ers. The Philadelphia beat the 49ers in our sim yesterday. We'll see if those come to fruition. Okay, well, there you go. Well, the Bills were close. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Daniel. He did. He threw 2.
Yep.
He did throw that second one, both to Eli Apple. I forgot he tipped it to himself, the self-tip drill.
That's right.
And that was the field goal drive.
Yep. Really set up this opportunity for what is a pseudo mini triple dip.
That's very true. Or a double and a half dip, a 2.5 dip.
2.5 dip, yeah.
Another first down throw in there. That's Hayden Hurst on the other end of it, and Burrow back into the zone. I think you said he had like the run and gun one or whatever, which didn't really feel like his.
Yeah,
so I actually changed it to pro reads, which is the Tom Brady one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's a pretty elite reader of things.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's got the pro reads X factor now. Because he didn't have one obviously when the game came out, so it just assigns him one randomly.
Right.
3rd and 3 now. 3-step drop for Burrow. He'll shuffle back further. Right side wide open. Waiting for it is Wilcox. Remember, he was the one who didn't turn around in time when Burrow threw the interception. This time he does. He's the out route. And first down again for the Bengals. And they are very quickly into Chiefs territory. If they go up here, 31-14, hold on to your butts. It's going to be pretty wild second half if the Chiefs are going to make a comeback of it.
Right. Well, you never want to count out Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, just because, I mean, in terms of current NFL and where everybody's at, I mean, don't take anything away from Brady, but he's just not the quarterback he had been in terms of coming back, and doesn't have, the pieces around him necessarily to do that. But I'll tell you, if there's one team you never want to count out right now, it's the Chiefs in terms of the weapons and the pure firepower to get it done. and just very, very dangerous with Mahomes at the helm.
Very true. Very true. And even without the cheetah and that speed, they're still able to strike quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Which is just pretty wild. First and 10, now they're inside the red zone. Once again, Burrow, short throw to the right side. He's just taking what the defense is giving him right now. He really is. 27-32 for 319. The 2 touchdown passes and the 1 interception from the first quarter.
Well, when he has looked to stretch the field, he's been absolutely on point. He's thrown a few lasers in this game, but yeah, certainly taking a lot of what the defense is giving him.
Surprised they've been so run heavy as well. Now pass heavy. 33 passes, just 8 runs. But it's working for them.
Yep, it is.
First and goal now from the 8. Little slant across the middle is Higgins. He'll get hit and spun around at the 3. Now all the big bodies come in. 13 personnel. All the people on the line for the Chiefs. They're going to blitz him quickly. He'll get it off back of the end zone. Swatted away. I think Chase would have been out of bounds anyway.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's the rookie safety, Brian Cook, out of the University of Cincinnati. Back to pass, Burrow again, wide open. Why nobody goes with him? Oh my, Mixon was wide open.
Yep, that was
a touchdown, Bengals. Wow.
That had to be a missed assignment there because nobody picked up the back out of the backfield. You're always going to have somebody pick up the back.
He lined up as a receiver.
Oh,
but
yeah, okay, yeah. So then just either a zone that didn't cover there or just a misassignment, blown coverage. Interesting to see that in a red zone defense like that. You don't typically find guys that wide open back there.
Yeah, especially in a Steve Spagnuolo defense. How about 12 plays, 73 yards, over 5 minutes off the clock to complete the double and a half dip. The double and a nickel dip.
Yeah, and suddenly this feels like a very different game than it
Sure
did just
does.
prior to that field goal. And imagine missing that field goal, giving Chiefs the Chiefs the short field going into the end of half, and suddenly the game is completely on tilt. Completely different game.
Extremely valid point. That was the beginning of their 3 scores, the 64-yard field goal. And again, is it too soon to go back and talk about Valdez-Scantling dropping a wide open touchdown?
Right, yeah, that's turning out to be absolutely huge.
Very much so. McKinnon for a 1-yard gain. Not sure why he'd run the ball ever again. Mahomes, he'll float it deep right side. Single coverage. Caught! He's got McKinnon inside Bengal territory to the 42. They ran McKinnon out as a wideout, and he beat Von Bell with a spot and a great catch by a running back.
Yeah, interesting how much he floated this. Just kind of let it hang in the air for forever, but McKinnon just made a nice play on the ball, and the defender, I don't know if he lost it or what, but it was kind of out of phase with the receiver and unable to make a play.
Give it up the middle. Here's McKinnon again after the big catch, and he'll be ripped down to the ground after a gain of just 2. Wilson making the tackle under center now. Big drop for Mahomes. He'll throw on a short drag route. That's Valdez-Scantling first down and ripped to the ground by Apple. But a first down is achieved, and Andy Reid loves it. And here they are with this quick striking offense. Inside the 30 now at the 27. Turn around, give it to Pacheco left side, and he'll get inside the 25 to the 24. He's got 50 yards on 10 carries for the rookie running back out of Rutgers. And this time Hendrickson will blow him up in the backfield. He'll lose 3, and it's back to a 3rd and 10. And again, I'm just not sure why they're really running the ball. You don't really need to.
No.
When you got 15 back there. Mahomes in the zone. He's got that bazooka, which means he can chuck it deep. Corner of the end zone. And I don't think he got his feet down, and they'll have to settle for the field goal here. So drive stalls out. It was a solid one to start with, but now Butker, maybe they'll start their own double and a half here with a field goal of their own. But 31-17 is where we sit now. You know, almost a couple of blocks here on these field goals. Dude's getting around the edge in a hurry.
Yep.
Be crazy to get one in the game. 6:26 here, 3rd quarter. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on sports joining you here today. Appreciate everybody being on with us here this evening as we continue to wrap it up. Since there's no Pro Bowl, you know what the heck, we'll run a Pro Bowl next week too. How about that? They'll have one in the game. Obviously, it won't exactly line up with the real Pro Bowl players, but at least it'll have the real Super Bowl players removed. And we will go ahead and run the Pro Bowl, the most exciting football that you can have.
The flag football Pro Bowl, right? Ooh.
Well, nice catch by Chase again. It was double coverage. That's right. I guess they are going to play like a flag football game, but it's mostly like a skills competition now.
Yeah.
They're going to play Parcheesi, and they're going to play each other in Madden. They're going to play some cornhole or something. I don't know, whatever.
Yes, competitive stuff that doesn't risk injury.
Yes, exactly. Burrow fakes the handoff. Pressure coming. He's going to eat it. He's going to be sacked by 3 players. Jones, Clark, and Karlaftis got back there. This is some sweet Air Force Ones there from Karlaftis. They're going to get home, and Burrow's got to get rid of that football as he's taken yet his 4th sack of the day. Pitch it left side to Mixon. He's got a lot of work to do, and how about that pursuit from Willie Gay at the linebacker position, and now a 3rd and 22. Of course, we saw what he did on 3rd and 23 last drive, though.
Yeah, yes, but I'm not so sure why you're calling a pitch on 2nd and 20. Seems a bit like I guess they're trying to catch Kansas City napping, but their edge defense is right there, so instead they go backwards.
The pass. Burrow to the right side. Now he'll fire back across the middle. He's got Higgins wide open in the middle.
Why not?
Another 3rd and 20-plus conversion.
Yeah,
and it's to T. Higgins.
That's like our 3rd of this game now? That's just wild.
Took a shot from Karlaftis as well, but how about Higgins getting right in the middle of 5 Chiefs in the middle of that zone? Welcome in, I Love Football.
Well, there's the good old sticks route there. Just make sure you run the route deeper than the sticks and you're good to go. That's what happened.
I guess. 1st and 10 now. The Bengals threatening to score again. They have got to try to hold them to 3 if possible. Burrow back to pass. Firing left side. End zone. Caught! Touchdown Bengals! Tyler Boyd on the other end this time. We got the toesies in.
Yeah, this feels like this is probably all she wrote here. Is they're going to review this one at least, but that was a big touchdown for these Bengals, as they have very solidly taken control of this game.
When did he get those feet down? Of course, we're going to get blocked by a camera here.
Oh no, he's got it.
I think that's a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
Yeah. I think so as well. Will they agree? The eye in the sky says touchdown Bengals. 37-17 now. Chance to go back up 3 touchdowns. And McPherson does just that. 38-17. They did it in 2:24 this time. We can score fast. We can score slow. And now it's danger time here.
Yeah,
for the Chiefs.
Chiefs have to answer. They've got to answer fast because remember, it's not just 3 scores that you've got to overcome in the terms of just 3 offensive possessions. You've got to figure out a way to keep the Bengals from scoring at the same time. So unless you're banking on turning the ball over or something like that, some kind of defensive score like that, it's hard to come back from that many points in a game like this when you're closing in on the 4th quarter.
Sure is. 1st and 10 though. They're more committed to the run than I thought maybe that they would be.
Right.
They've play action now.
They've been
Herbert coming.
Excuse me, sorry. They've been way more committed to the run than the Chiefs or than the Bengals have, which is really interesting considering the dynamic of this game.
Absolutely. Third and 4. Is it dare say 4-down territory already?
Yeah.
They won't.
Yeah.
They won't need it at this time. Kelsey's going to get the first down. A short yardage gain there with Logan Wilson all over him. 6th catch for Kelsey. Motion from Noah Gray. Now he'll cut back across. They'll go play action out of it. He'll fire left side. Got Kelsey right at the sticks, and he steps out of bounds at the 42. First down into Bengal territory.
Yeah, when in doubt, get your best players involved. Travis Kelsey obviously heading that list, and you've got to, with Mahomes obviously on the other side of it. But you get those 2 going here, and they have a chance to score those kind of points, but they've got to get it in chunks.
Right over the middle, he got Kelsey again, past the 20 to the 15. Another throw and catch to Kelsey. First down, Chiefs. Yeah, I haven't really seen anything in terms of injuries from the Chiefs. Obviously, it's been all the talk's been about Mahomes. But yeah, you'd assume unless it's really bad that he's going to play. Ball comes out, and I think they fell on it. They did.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, Wendell, that's actually who I picked at the start of the outset of the playoffs from the very beginning. I had Cincinnati versus the 49ers in the Super Bowl. So we'll see if it ends up that way, but I could very easily see it turning out that way, obviously, since I picked those teams.
All right, 38-17 here. They are inside the 15-yard line, but they have got to score because, as Kit pointed out earlier, it's not just 3 scores. It's also 3 scores and 2 stops.
Yep.
As they go quick jet sweep to Tony. He'll break a tackle to the 10, inside the 10 to the 8. But again, running jet sweeps for 5 yards.
Yes, we have, James, and they were legendary games.
Yeah, but it's been a while. Yeah,
it's been a while. They were great games, too.
Short throw. He's got Smith-Schuster to the 3. It's a first down, but it's not a touchdown. And now tick, 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 that clock runs. Little pistol look here for Mahomes. He's got the snap. He'll give it to Pacheco left side, and just losing a yard there as they try to run out of the pistol, and B.J. Hill will oblige that TFL. Whoops, somebody
Early
moved.
start.
Looked like the entire right side there. Yeah, Wiley at right tackle. And, of course, Trey Smith at right guard. They're going to, well, I don't know who they're going to call it on. Cameraman decided to get shy, I guess. 38-17.
Use the shot there.
He thought he was off. Just hitting his vape real quick or something. Here's a jet sweep again to Tony, and they'll lose 5 more yards. What are you doing? 3rd and goal from the 14 now. Mahomes. Bates comes to crowd the line. They'll pitch it on 3rd and goal. What is happening?
Yeah, not down 21 points. Don't do that.
Oh my goodness!
You need touchdowns. Field goals do you nothing. So obviously you
now you'll go for it
down.
on 4th and goal. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Back of the end zone, knocked out of bounds.
Well, there's
Eli Apple.
There's why you can't do that. You can scheme up to, get yourself at least half or more of the yardage to the end zone, but you can't afford a run there because the problem with a run is if you get stuffed like you did on that run, you end up with a 4th and 16, and then when you don't convert, now this game, I mean, one of those touchdowns you had to have is gone. Now you need to do it 3 times still and an extra stop. We're running out of time.
Yeah, we sure are. That may have been it, and I just am flabbergasted at the choices that Andy Reid has made.
Yeah, that was
in some of these plays. They're going to need some sort of Herculean effort from the defense, and he just tipped it to himself. Holy smokes! It was literally coming out of my mouth, and L'Jarius Sneed, it might go 10-5, touchdown! What a run back! And they've got a pulse.
They do absolutely have a pulse that just wiped out 2 of those needs out in one go, 1 stop, 1 touchdown, all done by the defense here. That was huge. And suddenly this game is very much attainable, at least, where it felt almost completely out of reach a moment ago.
Oh my, what an athletic play from L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah.
And a really nice run back. Kind of weaved in, made guys miss, weaved back outside.
It was sweet.
And that second Burrow turnover is a big one.
And absolutely monstrous. Had to have it. It was one of the most important things, not only that he comes away with the ball for the interception, but then also proceeds to get into the end zone through all of that because it takes very little time off the clock and suddenly gives your team a real chance to get back in the game.
Sure does, sure does. 38-24 now, just down 2 touchdowns. Still plenty of time if they can get the Bengals to go 3 and out. So again, we talked about 3 scores and 2 stops, and as Kit pointed out, they got 1 of each in the same play. Now they need another stop. Burrow, he's going to give it to Mixon. Mixon's going to get bullied and bodied in the backfield. And look at the momentum. It's all the way back down now, right down the middle. They've gotten the momentum to come back, and if this Arrowhead crowd erupts back to life, going to make Joe Burrow's 10:55 remaining miserable. He's back to pass. They're setting up screen left side. He's going to get hit as he throws, and then poorly timed for Mixon. He actually scooped it off the turf, but in doing so loses 7 yards.
Yeah, he needed to let that hit the turf because that's a huge loss of yardage. Now you've got to complete a 3rd and 17. Not that we haven't seen that about 3 times in this game,
that's true.
But this is a tough spot to be making that kind of a play.
That's the Bengals' best play call, I guess. They love that 3rd and long. They're going to go right side. They got it again!
No,
they're going to say he's out of bounds.
Oh, my. Well,
he almost had it again.
Well, the 3 and out that the doctor ordered, the Chiefs defense just supplied just what you needed to have here, as they're going to get another crack with this offense. But you only got 10 minutes and 7 seconds here, so you're going to have to make sure that you use as little clock as possible getting downfield to get another touchdown. Has to be a touchdown. And then after that, they've got, obviously if they've got enough time on the clock, get one more stop, they could really make this interesting.
You, Jim Carrey, so you're saying there's a chance.
Right? Oh,
he'll go
there
left
it
side, he's fucking scaling inside the 30 to the 25.
Oh.
A quick strike flag route, and Mahomes is on a heater.
Oh, just like we were talking about, exactly what you needed to have. Chunk yardage, get down the field, use as little clock as possible, and try to get yourself into the end zone. If he breaks that tackle, that would have been absolutely perfect. But still, that was a big chunk play, just what you needed.
9.5 to go on the clock. Back to pass. Mahomes fired over the middle, dropped. Good coverage by Mike Hilton. Juju's couldn't hold on. 2nd down, but it does stop the clock. Whew.
James.
Mahomes out of a shotgun, firing over the middle, caught by Kelsey again. He's got near another 1st down, give him the 15, 3rd and 1. Clock will trickle under 9 minutes to go in the game. Chiefs building some momentum, and they got to try to get in the end zone. Short throw left side, 1st down Smith-Schuster. But again, the clock is the second enemy, the 3rd thing they're playing against, the 2nd thing they're playing against here. Trips to the right side, Mahomes back to pass, firing right side, caught a little pick route, diving in the end zone, touchdown! Valdez scaling makes up for the earlier drop. And now the Chiefs are down 7.
Wow, what a turn of events. Suddenly this game has turned on its head again, as we have just seen an absolute masterclass from the Chiefs and how to come back in a long odds game. And it's just been absolutely wild back and forth in this one. What fun.
Oh my, yeah, this has been one of the more entertaining ones we've had in a long time. 38-31, 8:23 to go. Chance to go to the Super Bowl on the line, and 14 unanswered points for the Chiefs have this thing right back to feels like it's evenly squared, even though they're still down. Look at that momentum all the way to the right.
Yeah, they've got Arrowhead in it, and that's dangerous for the Bengals, as Joe Burrow's got to get a 1st down at least. That's going to quiet the crowd down. They need to get that first down. Is so important right here.
Mixon will try it. He'll go up to the middle. Run into Bolton, the linebacker. Nice 6-yard gain for Mixon. It's too early to go fully conservative here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And they will pass it. He's going to eat another sack, the 5th sack of the day. The rookie Karlaftis has 2.5 of them. It's actually 7th sack of the day. I lost count apparently, and now 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you certainly. There's another reason you don't want to go conservative here, is because really the Chiefs have all the momentum. You go conservative, if they shut you down going conservative, then you've just handed it to the Chiefs.
Burrow again in trouble, firing over the middle to Mixon, but he's well short of the line. Bolton makes a great tackle, and they're going to have to punt it back to the red-hot Chiefs. Down 7 with about 6 to play.
Oh, my. What a turn of events. Basically, everything we just outlined that needed to happen really turned on a head with that pick 6 that was massive. And suddenly this game is not only attainable, but feels very much like every bit the right Chiefs' right to win.
They got their 2 scores, they got 2 stops, and now here's the chance to the 3rd one.
That's right.
Which ties it back up, and maybe, if it's a longer drive, maybe Andy Reid goes for 2?
Oh, that would be wild. That would be crazy.
Oh, man. Mahomes, right side open again. Valdez Scantling, they're going to get burned on the same play. Just the opposite side of the field. A big 1st down to the 40.
Wow.
Well, I was going to say, Brian, I hope you didn't go away. This comeback has been epic.
It has been. This has been one of the best we've ever seen on the channel. Has been absolutely so much fun. What a crazy, wild, and woolly game this has been. So much fun.
Back to pass, Mahomes. Firing left side. It's another dart to an open receiver. Smith-Schuster inside the 10 to the 6. First and goal, Chiefs. That puts Mahomes over 4 Bills through the air.
And the Chiefs are not taking their time on this drive at all.
No,
they're going
they're
for
not.
everything here. Just going for the jugular. They're trusting their defense to get yet another stop, because if they can put another drive like this together, it suddenly feels like that'll be about most of the rest of the clock, and they're going to score right here.
Or a draw to Pacheco. We're a kick away from a tie game.
Wow.
Oh my, 21 unanswered points. It is pandemonium. Can you imagine? The stadium would be pandemonium.
This would be insane.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you had to feel, like, especially after that score coming out of half, where you just completed the 2.5 dip, if you want to call it that.
That's right.
100% deflated Chiefs team. You almost feel like some of the stands might have felt like they were about to be like leaving for the game, thinking the game was completely over, and then but no, suddenly on a turn of the hat, the whole thing has just turned on its head, and here we are, just like in a completely different game, tied up at 38, and you wouldn't even have thought it possible. In fact, we were starting to say the game was probably over, and yet here we are, tied up with 5:28 left in the fourth.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, here's a big hole up in the middle for Mixon. He's got a first down. So now you can't rest on your laurels, Kansas City.
That's right.
Bengals are not just going to roll over for you here now. All of a sudden, they're, for the first time in a quarter and a half, out of conservative mode and back into attack mode here.
Well, the fact that they just picked up a first confidence booster first down is really important right there.
Yep. Here's a screen. Dead Burrow gets hammered. Nandi gets home, and that's sack number 8, and Burrow just getting shellacked behind the makeshift offensive line, which Kit said from the beginning is a big, big factor in this game on Sunday.
Sure is.
Second and long, third and long. It's right where they want them, I guess.
Yeah, but the Bengals have gotten out of a lot of those in this game.
Yes, they have. Weird little RPO, and then he threw it. Fortunately, there was a receiver there. Here we go, 3rd and 20.
I think they were trying to set up another screen. It looked like back-to-back screen plays, which I really dislike from a play calling perspective.
The screen game is pretty broken. Better than it was in the last game, but still pretty broken. 3rd and 20. Burrow, short throw to Mixon. You're going to punt and play defense. You got to punt and play defense. You can't go for it here.
No, they're not going for it, but that's such an ugly play call there. Obviously, I guess, coverage downfield, didn't like what he saw, but he was so quick to just dump it off to the outlet. There's no way you're picking up that first down from there.
Now you're punting it back to the Chiefs. They are white hot at this point. 17-yard line is where they'll start. There's 3:41. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. And at this point, it's a tie game. All they need is to get into Harrison Butker range. Something tells me they're not going to try to take it slow, though.
No, not with the way they've been playing.
Play action. He'll boot. Now he'll go back to the right side. Watch out. Pressure coming. Stays out of the end zone somehow. They'll mark his forward progress, I guess, at the 4 as Logan West, the first sack of the game for the Bengals. It comes at a mighty good time.
Yeah, absolutely massive time to get your first sack as they're pushing them back to the 4. But, don't count out the Chiefs, as we've already said. Don't count them out. They're so dangerous.
Pacheco gets 5 of it back, but it's still 3rd and 18. And now you worry about an incomplete pass, stopping the clock. Blitz coming from the Bengals. Mahomes fires right side. Kelsey's only going to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and so now the Bengals, in theory, are going to get some pretty decent field position. Yes, Madden loves 20-yard sacks, James. You are right. Townsend needs a good one here. It's up and called for at the 35-yard line. That's Trent Taylor, rather, is going to take the fair catch. So here we go. 2 minutes to go. They got all 3 timeouts. We've already seen McPherson kick a 64-yarder this direction. Could it come back to him from 64 again? Burrow quickly thrown to the right side. They're going to gain maybe a yard, and now we've reached the 2-minute warning.
It becomes an interesting clock game here too, because obviously you want to kick that field goal with just 3 or less seconds left. But
remember when the Bengals played the Chiefs last year, and Zach Taylor kept taking penalties and did everything he could to run the entire clock down. Remember that crazy game?
Yep. Yeah, I remember.
3rd and 7. Burrow firing left side on the sideline. Dangerous throw. Chase breaks the tackle for a first down.
Wow.
Oh my! Jamar being Jamar. First down Bengals, and they're in McPherson range now.
Well, I think you just saw flashes of the game just all happen in one play here all at once. As at first it looked like it might be a pick six as the defender was just streaking to the ball. Dangerous throw. Chase makes a nice catch and then misses the tackle, which then gives Chase the room because then it was going to be a no gain, and then Chase makes it into a first down and puts them in field goal range.
Mix it up the middle now. They're clearly just ready to run it. Chiefs are not going to call timeouts. Oh, they're going to save them.
I don't know about that.
Bengals are just running it. If they get a first down, which they do, now they're going to say his knee was down. This is a massive 3rd and inches. I formation brings in P. Ryan as a fullback. Mixon got the first down, and now the Chiefs have to call timeout.
Yep.
And they're just making this a closer field goal. Now it would be 50 from where they stand.
Wow.
Wow, what a game.
Just crazy.
All we can hope for is that it would be this entertaining on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. This has been so much fun.
Mixon again, carrying that pill with 2 arms. Second timeout called for. They will call their final timeout after it's going to be 3rd and long. And then the Bengals can just run it down to whatever time they feel like they want to call the timeout. So assuming he doesn't fumble, he'll get another first down. Chiefs will call their last timeout. So now the Bengals, they're at the 21-yard line. So you're looking at a 38-yarder from here.
Yep, absolutely in the catbird seat right now.
They're going to continue to run plays. Here's Mixon up the middle. He just might get into the end zone. In fact, maybe the Chiefs are trying to let him score. That would be wild. Do you think Madden's smart enough to get the intentionally let the guy score thing?
No. Definitely not.
But that was what happened in that game last year, where they kept trying to let him pull him into the end zone. He wouldn't let him in.
Yep.
They're going to run it again with Mixon. He's up the middle. He's got a first down. And then they're going to call the timeout quickly. I don't know why you call it so quickly if you're Zach Taylor, but you do.
Not sure. Seems an odd choice to call the timeout there.
Yeah, James, absolutely. It would be awesome if it was this good in real life. All right, 1st and goal. They've got 1 timeout left. Mixon one more time up the middle. They got it all the way inside the 10 to the 7. Why aren't they calling their last timeout? They rushed McPherson out there. Snap with 3, kick with 2. Ball game! Bengals with clock at zeros. Oh my, what a game!
No timeouts needed. Just pseudo ice your own kicker. Put him on the line. Why not? Just make sure. You're putting your you're putting your long snapper and the whole kick unit on notice. All right, guys, don't mess this up. You have to snap this before the clock runs out. But we got to have this to win the game. So just do, execute. You got it. What a crazy finish that was.
What a crazy game indeed. As the Bengals, at one point at a 21-point lead, see it completely go away, and then win on literally a last-second field goal. That didn't need to necessarily be a last-second field goal.
Yeah, they had the play clock and where they could literally walk it down to 2 or 3 seconds left, call a timeout, and then have all the time they need for the execution of the field goal unit, which is just crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely
my gosh,
crazy.
The battle of the QBs, it lived up to the hype. How about Burrow? 80%, 443 and 4 touchdowns. Mahomes, 421 at 75% and 3 touchdowns. Through the ground, Mixon led him with 96. Pacheco had 58. 20 for McKinnon. Receiving is a little hard to see both at the same time, though. Kelsey, 10 for 129. How about Smith-Schuster? 8 for $116 and 2 touchdowns. Valdez-Scantling redeemed himself for that drop touchdown with 6 for $109. For the Bengals, 11 for Joe Mixon out of the backfield. 9 for $114 for Tyler Boyd. 6 for Hurst, just 5 for a measly 146 for Jamar Chase. I feel like he wasn't involved at all. And how about Higgins on all those long third downs? Tackling. Whoops, wrong button. Tackling. How about the Nick Bolton with 23 tackles? 11 for George Karlaftis, including 5 TFLs. They got after Burrow hard today. Chris Jones, 2.5. Karlaftis, 2.5. Frank Clark with 1.5. 1 for Gay, 1 for Nandi. And then the 2 picks. Snead, that was the pick 6 that jump-started the 21-point comeback. And Nick Bolton had one early in the game as well. For the Bengals, 12 tackles for Logan Wilson, 9 for Von Bell, as well as Pratt and Apple. Just the half sack for Wilson and Hendrickson. And then the 2 picks for Eli Apple. What a freaking game.
Absolutely incredible. Probably in the annals of NFL, of Nagy on Sports history, is in terms of the finest and most entertaining games we have watched here on the channel. What fun that was. What fun
Absolutely, it was. What a game indeed. And yeah, we hope it's that exciting as the Bengals are going to go to the Super Bowl. So if it goes the way that our Sims would have it, it would be Bengals and Eagles squaring off for the Lombardi. But absolutely a super fun one. We appreciate you guys being on with us for Serial. It was a lot of fun. If you want to know when we're going to sim that Pro Bowl or other things like Cavs games, you can always hop on the Discord with us. Use the link in the description of this video to find out well in advance of when our sims will start. But we really appreciate you guys being on. You are the best. For Kit out on the left coast, Bill here in Central Ohio, we are Nagy on Sports. Have a great rest of your Friday and enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the football. Today we will say go Bengals. And as always, go